Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon 2, where we are simply not going to go for first area lairs anymore.
Beyond the reach of this
You know,
tenebrous
I knew it wasn't like a good idea, but I was thinking, look at all the candles and then we'll be so far ahead. Anyway, to the Intrepid Coast here. So what can we buy for 6 candles? A 12% reduction in stagecoach repair costs. That is not even a single symbol. It's just nothing. That is just nothing. So we have done a lot of like building outward, so to speak, expanding our capability, unlocking more abilities for people, stuff like that. We haven't done a lot of powering up lately, really, since we bought these first things on this tab. And that might be a good place to focus for a little while. Let's get one more, because we have 6 candles here. Let's get one more pet unlocked.
For the long ride ahead.
It's nice that once you have unlocked them, you can see what they are, but it also would be nice if you could see beforehand. +1 speed per food gear item equipped. +1 max HP per 4 food items in inventory. That's interesting. Food gear items? Have we seen?
Spare a thought for tools of iron. Such implements will serve us well.
I guess we're talking about trinkets, right? Items that are equipped? Or when it says gear, I wonder. So that's luxury gear. Like, the word gear doesn't apply to trinkets, it applies to stagecoach stuff. Yeah, okay. So...
Study the winding roads and routes of our kingdom. Find any advantage.
We can't unlock stagecoach items. We don't have the candles for that. So I guess, give me another combat item. Just see some more interesting stuff here.
A welcome advancement in the science of survival.
Huh. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Like, you can't rely on something like that, so you still need to, like, for people who are going to be reliant on applying debuffs or applying these status effects, you have to have a persistent solution. So it feels like this is just never going to be useful.
The road calls once more to its dark passenger.
And that's like a little bit of a bummer, right? You hate to add something to the loot pool that isn't going to be any good.
You must face your failures, or be consumed by them. You attempted to map the geometric proportions of the crown to frequencies of sound, and in the resulting silence, our ears welled with blood. The crossroads, where lost souls hope to find their way.
Alright, let's have a look here. I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, there's a part of me that just wants to be stubborn and run the same thing again. Light sensitive's a bummer, for sure. Kleptomaniac's kind of a bummer. Oof, soft is really bad. That one's probably not so awful. Movement resistance is almost never meaningful. You know, his things are both kind of whatever. That's maybe cool. That's probably not a big deal. I don't know exactly how, like, Need Freak is definitely going to prevent you from using certain items, but a lot of this stuff, it's so arbitrary. Well, I will say that in terms of traits here, I don't think that it makes a lot of sense to run the party we ran last time. Light sensitive is just like absolutely brutal. So yeah, I definitely do still want to run Audrey. Like, I want to get Audrey's stuff unlocked, right?
Into the catacombs of the mind.
What does this do to lunge? Okay, makes lunge give you a buff to the flashing daggers, thrown dagger, poison dart all get changed in some way. This doesn't look different to me. Flashing daggers gaining blight is really interesting. Does it upgrade to, yeah, 4 points? That's, yeah. Yeah, that is interesting. Wait, doesn't this, hold on. Poison dart. 2 to 4, 5%, bonus crit chance. Yeah, it says poison dart changes. Oh, it actually reduces the damage, the initial damage dealt. It just makes the skill worse for some reason. Huh. Yeah, alright, well... Her Nightsworn thing is tricky. Like, I would like to know what the pirouette skill does. I think it would help a lot. Maybe we just leave her in normal mode. I mean, Deadeye's fine. Minus movement resist is like extremely irrelevant. What does the lunge look like in this stance? Well, it's just, you know, weakened. Yeah, I mean, Deadeye's fine. Deadeye's straightforward. And then... we can just focus on clearing the Vestal's negative trait early. Light sensitive is really, really bad. But also... honestly, also, with her skill set, she seems kind of terrible. And I think a big part of this is that the skill set they give you with her is like split in half. We just desperately need to get her some bells. She needs more of her skills unlocked so that you can actually specialize her in one direction or the other instead of being straddling these two things simultaneously. I don't know. Maybe I am just gonna rush the same thing. I mean, like, it just keeps.
And fury.
We could run somebody else in the middle.
And shame.
We could. You had okay quirks, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. We could certainly just run somebody else in the middle. If we make you actually backline, you start a lot of really good fires this way. You know, we haven't tried her actually up front in a while, I feel like. Plus 40% damage. Okay, what if we did this? Make you second place. Have you set up as a Deadeye because we don't know what the fuck we want. Honestly, we could even Nightsworn, but like, if Lunge only moved forward one space, it would be a lot easier to deal with. We don't want her too far back. She needs to be up pretty close to use Wicked Hack, even. So yeah, maybe we just do ranged Grave Robber Audrey until we have more of her skills. Minus 20% max HP is really scary for a unit that I'm putting on the front row. But she's gonna Searing Strike, like, really hard. Requires the monster in front to be on fire. Yeah, it's kind of tricky with her skill set, right? Because, like, these two are very similar damage scaling. Yeah, I don't know. The plus 40% damage is tough to get behind when her stuff doesn't ever really get up to a very high level, and then you're giving up all of the fire damage. So actually, maybe it is more like this. We just go Ravager. We do the lunge thing. And we have Bonnie actually planned for the back row. Or, yeah, Bonnie. Yeah, I don't hate this. This gives us worse healing, but it gives us better, like, much better damage. So if she's being planned for the back row, we could have controlled burn on without much of an intent to use it. But that way, if she gets a turn early before she's had a chance to be moved to the back, she can at least use it for that. Run and hide never really does anything. Yeah, man, Hearthlight, like, at this point, removing blind from people is actually kind of nice, but gosh, we're so low on mastery on these later runs. It's really hard to justify throwing a mastery point on something like that. So you can only do your heal from the back 2. You can only do judgment from the back 2. Illumination works from closer up. Yep, okay. So Ravager, Confessor, Orphan, Deadeye. I think this is the thing. We really need to get skill unlocks on the Vestal. I've been pushing for Bonnie because I wanted to get Audrey rather.
All the world's horrors barred away.
Because I wanted to get that spec working, and it does seem like both lunge and pirouette are really important parts of it.
You can feel it. A change in the air.
But the Vestal is just having such a hard time contributing.
You see, even your valley is not immune to the spreading stain.
We don't know which one of them is getting to go first. Arbitrarily, I pick you.
Malaise, measured and steady.
Remarkably, I think we're going to make it through this one, somehow. Alright, this party does have really very poor healing.
And effective.
In any situation where we don't have bleeds available. The other one only has to get hit for like 2.
Learned. A righteous action.
And you know, Cauterize in theory plays well with the fact that sometimes Boudica is just going to start bleeding
Are
randomly.
you shaken? There is so much worse in store.
I feel like this first part could be faster. The run doesn't start until after this first inn. It's kind of like this weird bit at the beginning that wastes
Lower your
time.
guard. Soften your gaze. It is safe here.
All right, so first of all, I gotta remember to re-equip some stuff here because we are not necessarily all on the top. The most important thing. Do we want to upgrade Firefly right away? I mean, I probably want to... Actually, with the addition of Bonnie, we do have a really clean way to throw a combo token up now. And that does change some things, doesn't it? If we're doing Smokescreen mostly for the combo token, adding the vulnerability to it, especially if we intend the combo token to be consumed by like Wicked Hack, is certainly interesting. Yeah. Not that I don't want her using Firefly. It's tough to know whether it makes sense to like, because that's a thing, that's a sometimes thing. And we certainly could instead just like throw the level up on stuff that we were going to use all the time. You Wicked Hack a lot, right? You picked the face quite a bit, although her damage obviously split over a couple of skills. I might just level up Smokescreen though. It is really quite good once it's leveled. Yeah, you know what? All right, what's at the provisioner?
For wealth no longer has meaning. If
Did we
indeed
get...
it ever did.
Okay, that's food gear. We have a luxury gear item that's actually kind of interesting, but we don't have the pet that cares about that stuff this time. We could also just buy and carry some bread. I'm assuming when it says 4 food items, it means, you know, 4 quantity, not like 4 different items. Oh, also, goals. Gotta remember to look at goals. Visit academic study. Okay. People definitely want to get a piece of some cadavers. And then you want to do battle with the gentry, which I fully understand. I absolutely get how you're getting to that place.
Something to ease the rigors of the road.
The mop and bucket, I probably don't care about it. Food barrels make it really efficient to store food in your inventory. I just don't know if I care. Honestly, I kind of want to do this. So plus 10 per medical gear item equipped. This is medical gear. Chance to find poultice items. The poultice items that we have access to right now are what? I wish I could see, like, of the stuff I have unlocked, what is poultice? Bandages and milk-soaked linen are woven. I mean, I guess let's find out. We'll go Pygmy Pliskin again. We probably will need the extra healing.
Anything that lets us travel further is worth the cost.
Because we are a little bit lower on healing this run than
Good.
we were last time. And then, like, all we have is some toxic ichor, which I don't think is valuable at all. So yeah. We definitely want to have money to go to the medic. Right now, I have exactly enough money to remove everybody's negative trait. Maybe I should just accept that. You know what? I think we're just going to roll.
Each improvement.
So where can we go?
Variable in the equation of your fate.
No stagecoach items equipped. Well, we could unequip the thing for some candles. Okay, these things are not considered stagecoach items, just that.
Reconfigure. Meet each challenge on its own terms.
This would not be a huge loss this early on. And I kind of don't think this is valuable. We're not going to get it anyway. Yeah, let's go to the Tangle.
Mud and rain. Resignation and death. This land is truly barren.
Like, arbitrarily... you two. It is trying to keep me from making a silly error. What it does not know is that my silly errors are usually intentional. The game has not been watching the series, obviously.
War. Rewards only.
Actually, hold on.
Resignation.
Let's plan a little bit here first, shall we? So there's a watchtower up there. And we can go from the watchtower to the hero shrine. I kind of feel like maybe that's the move. It does cost us a point of armor, which sucks. We're getting the hero shrine no matter what. But we do not have any idea what's up ahead. Aside from that, the watchtower would be a good idea. And we're certainly not taking a lair this early. Yeah, let's go right. Alright, well, it turns out we were down a point of armor anyway. So that other armor loss no longer looks like such a big deal. Really? You fucking assholes. Gotta trash my relationships right away. I don't want to burn all the light, and we do want loot from fighting. Wow, 4 whole damage, huh? Yeah, I guess let's shoot you once. Alright, now this thing gets at most one more turn. That's kind of a lot of damage coming in. But also, we should probably, like, get kills. Where does that leave you? At 10 and you're at 9. Throwing a dagger is guaranteed to get at least 4 damage, so we can make it so this one dies before it gets to act again. And then... okay, they're both done for.
Measure out your violence. and apply it judiciously.
It is a lot of damage, I'll give him that. Right, I gotta remember to actually re-equip our abilities here.
Agony by accumulation.
It is a big sword. Okay, that'll get him. And we may not have armor, but we do still have wheels.
An unexpected find.
Yeah, like we need the mastery points way too badly to be skipping resistance encounters. I don't know. We'll just put it on somebody to get it out of the way. But yeah, let's turn off Absinthe, turn on Dead of Night, turn off Barbaric Yawp for Bleed Out, and your stuff's fine. There's something to be said, I suppose, on Bonnie for Firestarter on a party that can multi-hit as much as this one can. I don't really want to put together the effort to like build around that, but it's certainly a thing you could do. Okay, so it turns out you get a bell either way.
Destiny.
And exactly
will not
one.
be denied.
Well, left, then we lose a point of wheels, then we get an alchemist study or an academic study, and then an oasis, which is cool. Yeah, we're gonna pick up some loathing here, but we're fine. All right, and as much as I want to see other people's story and particular abilities and whatnot, this bell has to go to Junia. We have got to learn some new Vestal skills.
Vestal. Chapter 1. Want not. Together with her sisters, she tended the Order's sacred flame in pious humility. The Abbey's austere arches and sanctified masonry afforded her a life of sheltered privilege that few beyond the walls could imagine. Discipline was paramount, and when forbidden desires would seek to distract her from monastic toil, she smothered them. Reluctantly.
Do tell, Wayne. Okay, that's useful. Also, you get a mastery point for the bell. What does that turn into? Plus 30% resistance. Okay. Well, I mean, we're not doing Hand of Light, so we may as well have it on. This is not one of the skills that is affected by any of the paths, I think. So that's interesting. Her turn is like the sort of the core idea there that her turn could not possibly be valuable enough to consider taking it over removing a stun from somebody else is kind of a bummer.
Research.
Getting some frame rate issues here, I feel like. All right, they want to fight. Let's go ahead and do it. I am actually really curious what you get out of the battle with the Shambler. And you know, it could be quite different in this game than it was in the first game. Is this it? That most whispered of treasures? We're gonna find out. Yep, there he is.
From beyond the stars.
Well, that's annoying.
A shambling horror.
How dare you swap me to the front? And then dodge my attack. Remove 2 positive to... I mean, he doesn't... I'm surprised we can actually even fire this. Do I want to establish the consecration of fortitude?
All heroes are human.
You know what? Let's throw up a consecration on that first space.
Malaise, measured and steady.
Oh, right, because things are bad here. Well, I definitely don't want to back up and force Bonnie forward. I guess it's not really all that scary. Apparently we are going to be catching an awful lot of blight. Really? 3 damage? I don't agree. Okay, so this thing is now taking enough burn damage. So is this one now? Alright, he's just gonna keep spawning more of them, apparently. Alright, that is 8 damage per turn. She cannot survive that. Did you really just gain more? Come on. Maybe it's worth... The thing is, like, Yeah, I don't know. This is tough. This is a tough situation. Cool. Did he resist the debuff? Right, because she did have power. Ah, very annoying. Alright, yeah, he's just gonna spawn Clapper Claws at such an absurd rate that there's no way you could ever be done with them.
dissection.
So I guess we just have to ignore them. Yeah, this does not seem even remotely doable. Well, and we gotta get through the... Yeesh. Okay. So 6, 9. Let's do a little bit of administration here. Yeah, throwing the knife is just better in situations where we can. That does a lot more damage sometimes than others. Alright, that's a pretty decent chunk. Alright, I think we had to do some management here. You have 8 health left. Yeah. I'm gonna do this even though it's gonna make Boudica mad. So that we can do a somewhat beefy Divine Grace.
In these times, savor it. Sweat-soaked brows, unsteady stances. Exhaustion takes hold.
Alright, that's pretty good. Pretty happy about that. God, you better get something unbelievably great for this battle. Because this is really, really brutal. Well, at this point,
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
you can Iron Swan for some. Audrey can throw another knife. That's really got to start doing more damage.
Measure out your violence, then apply it judiciously.
Okay, that is not more damage. Come on, you're killing me.
A long road
Literally.
and an abrupt end.
Okay, if the heroes survive the fight, we will get a flicker of flame. Yeah, like I needed to get the thing to death's door so that it would die on its turn.
Persistence will overcome even the greatest.
Oh, we still have to kill the fucking Clapper Claws, really? I feel like that should have been the end of the battle. Well, you can Dead of Night now. That's fun. You can just consume that thing's body. And then these guys just have an infinite number of fucking charges of block.
Pray her convictions lent some small comfort in her final moments.
Cool, great. Well, now we know what this fight's like. My memory is that in the first game,
They have given their last.
it was possible to not have both of the Clapperclaw things up 100% of the time. That seems not to be the case here. The respawn is way too frequent. I mean, there's nothing for it, right? All we can do is just mash attack. Sure, 15 damage, why not? That seems reasonable. Yep, sure.
Bestows an uncertain absolution.
Couldn't get that blight off. Ugh. And so we don't even get to see what the reward was. That's the most spiteful way to do that. Is to prevent us from seeing the reward at the last moment.
And experience. Twin yardsticks of progress.
So I think we get to see, if we have scouted the academic study, we get to see which one it is. There is blue text. So you can know that it's that one and just not go there.
Wisdom will help you choose.
Let's
a path.
unlock a gear item.
Resourcefulness will ensure you survive it.
It's road gear. It's the wheel version of it's the armor version of that wheel thing that we already have.
As fleeting as a dying star.
It's fine. You know, it's effectively generating for you a certain number of baubles per run.
The house on the borderlands. Half swallowed by the stain.
They actually won't let you start the stagecoach up until Wayne's line finishes at the house.
I hear you shuffling about the house, muttering with diabolic intent. The crossroads. Who will step forward into the light?
Yeah, let's see who wants to generate with some decent quirks. Lurker is borderline unusable. Natural Eye would be more interesting if you had ranged attacks that did meaningful damage. Heavy-handed is so unreliable as to be nothing, and weak grip is a bummer. Yeah, this is, wow, that says fussy. That's definitely what I thought it said. +2 speed is okay. If your HP is low, your damage goes down. I don't think that's a big deal. Tracker is alright. Sprained wrist is really shitty, though. The thing is, I do want her in the party because I want to be getting stuff for her, right? More than anyone else.
Unbowed.
So Ministrations is not affected by any skill or any path, yeah. Alright, you know what? Let's keep the Vestal in, like, normal mode. Sprained wrist. Ugh. Game is gonna do its level best to just like generate garbage. It really, really loves those minus damage quirks. The +3% crit is interesting. If we did more of a blight focused version of the Plague Doctor. Pathfinder's fine, and honestly, like, Zoophobic is nothing. Probably, most of the time.
Beneath bloodlust and fury, there is emptiness and shame.
So what if we ran... Try this again. This time we bring you.
To survive.
I mean, Soloist is very good. The speed quirk almost offsets the speed penalty. Virtuoso seems, I guess the major benefit is the health and speed, but like it just doesn't seem very good, right? Yeah, I don't know. It seems kind of trash. So let's we want to be careful about movement. Want to do a lot of like slice off and harvest and whatnot. But I don't know. Does that mean I want to unequip Razor's Wit and or Fade to Black? We should drop something for harvest. I can bounce other people forward. Yeah, I guess that's all right. But this is going to be a remarkably stationary jester, I think. And we don't need that. Might benefit from this. Run and hide kind of doesn't do anything. Do I want to go for Firestarter to do like Firestarter on the Jester and then have him do Harvest? I don't know. It doesn't seem great, does it? It's just like a really roundabout way to getting... I guess it's not as simple as a really roundabout way to getting damage Bonnie could be getting herself, because it is 3 turns long.
This rutted roadway will finally take you home.
So yeah, you're getting like a really bad attack, but it's actually 3 really bad attacks, and that shit does add up.
You see, even your valley is not immune to the spreading stain.
Why, like, what is the point of even making me do this? No bleed, huh?
Results are encouraging. A petty hindrance.
I do appreciate when my party members gain relationship with each other, just based on doing normal combat stuff.
Are you shaken?
Where I don't have to put any effort in.
So much worse in store.
It's so cool to get stuff for free, you know? Alright, this time, no curiosity. We are just not going to get engaged in boss battles in the first region.
The fire is lit. The table is set. The inn awaits its favorite guests.
I really did want to see what the Shambler was going to be up to, though, you know? So, with this party, what makes sense and what wagon gear do we have available, even? So we have the food barrels, which seem not good. We have the leaf suspension, which seems fine. I don't think that any of our pets care about road gear. So I might take Pygmy Pliskin just for the heal again. Radiant Flame. It's leveling up, even though I don't necessarily think we need it to. We're just kind of feeling things out here. And then, what else do we want to spend money on? We could also buy a trinket, but none of these are very good. It's the Minor Heartseekers, all right. We could just buy the leaf suspension. It's weird that the stagecoach items even have an effect on that. So it was you two that got a little boost, right? Yeah, Junia went to 10. +1. So it is possible. We've seen on occasion, the whiskey generate 2 points of relationship. And if it did that, even with the relationship chance reduction on the first in, I think there's a decent chance you could form a positive relationship.
Conventional fare, but fairly priced.
So do we want to buy... Yeah, I think I'm going to. We'll grab the Heartseeker as well. Why not? And then, like... Of these... Milk-soaked linen is not bad, actually. I've come around on that considerably. And then, like, a little bit of laudanum. That leaves me enough stuff to enough currency to visit the medic meaningfully. So, who's got what speed? Alright, Bonnie gets the linen. Sarmenti gets this. And bonus crit, but reduction in healing. I think Boudica can probably bear the reduction in healing.
Experience, however painful, is the greatest teacher of all.
Now here, it would be very difficult not to take the slice off upgrade. And just Wicked Hack, right? Probably. Or like Iron Swan. I think they're both compelling. Let's do Wicked Hack.
Your coach must be maintained if it is to carry you where you must go. Any advantage is a good thing.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I didn't think about the fact that it was gonna improve our max without improving our current right now. That's actually really annoying. Alright, goals. Killing blow on creatures. Gosh, these are getting harder and harder to accomplish. Killing blow on fisherfolk 02 is not so bad.
Every road a winding torment. Every turn bent on our destruction.
Okay, you know, I don't hate this. The sprawl. A creature den we should be able to get through, right?
Another inferno of mutilation and madness.
It's not a lair. We can handle it. Probably. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see.
Behold, the great city.
Well, fuck it. Let's do it right now.
Ruined and aflame.
Ugh, and of course we gotta get a battle immediately on the way there. At least it's not against a full party. Okay, well, that was lucky.
Promising development.
I was just trying to soften him up.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
Okay, sufficient. Well, that's a bummer. I was really hoping with the 2 blind tokens, the chances should
The
compound.
extreme. This work is noble and necessary.
Alright, so that wasn't too bad. We didn't end up with too much damage on us. going up into the lair here. Yeah, in fact, Boudica basically made it back to full. Ooh, yeah, fight and they take a vulnerable is real good. Alright, let's see how many of these nerds we can chop down in, like, one go here. Fingers crossed, we can get there. Hell yeah.
A resounding response.
All right. Fantastic work from the squad. Save an Iron Swan for this guy. And they really don't care for her. Okay, you're dead already, but I don't think I can hit the back row. Well... Oh, I'm not allowed to target Boudica. That's a shame. She's the only one I would want to target. Alright, I guess give yourself the buff?
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Man, do the crits have to start right away? Alright, let's fade back on this one, I guess. I mean, we gotta get through it, right? Bleed resist down. That's annoying more than anything. Let's take the quote-unquote big damage here. Wow, just a huge number of crits so far this biome. Yeah, I like this better than just like burning tokens off both of them. Better than going for the slice off on the one, I think. That said, 53% bleed resist. All right, we'll just swing through the tokens. Ah, come on, man. Ugh, all this damage over time is really stacking up. They're both taking 6? Jesus. This is not super likely to do the damage you need there. That's only going to be 7. You're not super likely to get the damage there either. But, like, it really sucks. Yeah. It's really, really bad. Alright, Alright, so that thing will go to 0 at the beginning of its next turn.
foundation of trust.
God, it is just non-stop debuffs with this crew.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
There's a chance I could Death's Door this thing now. But also, we have a shot at the spitter, and I think I kind of want to take it.
Bravo!
Yeah, pretty good. Happy with that decision. You could use a little bit of grace. I think they're both just gonna go down. Yeah, let's do this. We have a chance of bringing this thing down early. Shoot, if I gamble backwards, well, she's not gonna be able to heal anyway. She already did her heal for the battle effectively.
The work continues.
This does no damage, so it does no anything, really. Oof. Grim, 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 relentlessly grim. Alright, we desperately needed to end that nonsense. But we got ourselves a couple points of mastery here. Ooh. Remove diseases and an extra mastery point. That actually bodes really well if we survive the biome. Alright, we don't see a bell anywhere. I think we have to go left here because I don't think we really shouldn't do a combat right away, right? We don't know what this is. We're going to lose our wheels up ahead, but there's not really anything we can do about it. The watchtower is of no value because by the time you can get it, you don't get to make any choices anymore. But also, we're going there no matter what we do, so fuck. Alright, I guess let's go right. I'm sorry, I'm further down here.
Supplies this way, if you can make it.
Right was not what I wanted to do. I was getting a little ahead of myself. Although that said, going right here avoids the whole weird watchtower thing, so it is probably right. Okay, dogs guarding each other. That's very sweet of them. What adorable little pups you are. I don't really want to throw a firebomb into that situation. Yeah, you could certainly absorb the hit a little bit more safely. And who knows, maybe it'll just miss. Feels a bit like overkill, doesn't it? I mean, provided that he wouldn't have dodged, I guess. Okay, well, death's door, huh? Hello, darkness, etc. Let's do a harvest to burn all of the dodge tokens.
Is directed. A
Okay.
resounding response.
Casual 14.
Dragged back from the brink. A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
It really is a shame that it's so difficult to use her heal. And we're not going to get any healing out of anybody else either, so let's just end this.
Cut down these nightmares and blaze the trail to your redemption.
Stupid path battles, not even awarding mastery. So, okay, what did I do? I put us in an area with some unknown stuff. I guess we shall see what happens.
Karma abhors waste. Best to take all you can.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, Stagecoach, the medical equipment is very welcome. May as well throw this laden lantern on you. And then... probably want to put this on the faster people, or... I don't love healing items on the people who have heals already. Like, you want to spread that stuff out and have the best chance of rescuing someone before their turn that you can get. So we're taking on a point of loathing either way. I think I'm going to stick to the right here. That watchtower is low value, and so I'm going to try to avoid it in the hopes that the stops I hit will be of higher value. And armor loss is not terribly meaningful at this point. What's up, friend? I don't really have the baubles to buy anything fun. We get some extra whiskey for the inn.
Something to ease the rigors of the road.
And then, I don't know that we need any of the rest of this stuff. What's my light at right now? It's probably not good. But also, everybody's hands are full. Yeah. Let's go right. Well, we found some random sedatives in a garbage pile. Seems obvious, or stimulants rather. In a garbage pile, definitely seems like we should pump those into our body.
By the impending apocalypse, the fanatics burn book and building alike.
A field hospital. Now that's interesting. Bum leg I don't care about so much. This should go...
We need not be defined by our shortcomings.
Deathly afraid of slime mold I don't think is a big deal. If fussy eater means she can't eat normal bread either, That sucks more, but it's still not a big deal. I don't know that I want to spend any more. Removing that was worthwhile, and I'm glad we got to do it, but I think I'm good. Well, we can afford to lose 2 points of wheels. I don't know if we can handle combat into the final node, so... let's go middle. Okay, an assistance encounter. Easy enough.
Their desperation can be eased.
So get back a shield. If we get a shield now, that's a shield we don't have to pay for later, which is obviously compelling. Let's go ahead and do that. I can see it was true in either case. So what it's doing is saving us 8 baubles, right?
Mind your wheels. They have nothing left to give.
Oh, nice. Very, very happy.
Chapter 2. A momentary lapse.
I keep forgetting they make you click continue for some reason. It's a very strange design.
She was a paragon of duty and virtue, but reminders of her deprivation were everywhere. Surely she deserved some indulgence for her labors.
Well, I guess let's do some work with this kindling now. Okay, I gotta get up to here. Hooray, who doesn't love a little wood with which to stoke the sacred flame? Surely. Curious activity. Something happening in the courtyard? Well, I mean, I have to go check. A couple alone in the garden. Interesting. I was not expecting to lose my kindling there. Okay, it has 11 HP. It's all right. For the sake of efficiency, we might want to be a little careful. Yeah, these abilities, these goings on are not quite aligning in the way that would be helpful. Well, we can certainly afford to take a look now. You know, maybe this is like a sign of me not being a good enough person or something. I don't necessarily find all of their stories, well, I was gonna say I don't necessarily find all of their stories super sympathetic. I'm having a hard time not feeling a lot of sympathy here. We have no idea how many more times we're gonna have to do this window dance, so we better rekindle the flame. But this one, I think it's very hard not to feel bad for her. Like, not that I didn't feel bad for Bonnie, but also Bonnie's actions as like a manifestation of her trauma are less. You can feel sympathy for Bonnie herself, but I think it's a lot easier to not feel sympathy for the action itself. Here I get it and would do the same thing, right?
She started violently at the piercing admonitions of the furious abbot.
Okay, Mace Bash is not what I was looking for. Although, honestly, that seems like a pretty good damage skill. I like that they're sort of emphasizing her like frontlining melee capabilities first with the stuff that unlocks, because the frontline melee
Stumbling and grasping.
oh, this sucks.
Shadows of what they once were.
The Mace Bash Vestal was real good in the first game, although I believe you needed to have a particular trinket available for it to like really be solid. I don't know. I guess we're not going to get the Iron Swan off in time, so let's focus on the ones in the middle.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Pretty solid start. Yeah.
On to the next.
Oh, right. They move around when they did that. That was not the right action. I mean, I guess we can just go ahead and do a bleed out here, right? How dare you resist?
Steady yourself.
Ooh, Jesus. Also, how dare you bite that hard? I think we can take a moment to just take care of each other here.
Make all the difference.
Gosh. Alright, so we can let Boudica finish this.
The small foundation of trust. A simple variable.
Alright, we're in pretty good shape for the Oblivion's ingress then. Given the danger that those pose, not themselves, but the way they like potentially deplete you right before an encounter where you actually have to fight hard, I feel like the reward they give should be like a little bit better. Alright, classic lineup of weird monsters. Jeez. Okay, well, let's get rid of that block charge so the Iron Swan can do its thing. Alright, that's pretty good, because this thing's dead now. Should be able to clean that up with the Jester, I think. And that was pretty good. I think we get rid of their entire support staff in a single turn. Hell yeah. Now we just have to fight through 1 million charges of block. Cool. Blinded and then immediately handed the turn. I am going to do this. She's getting high enough that I'm worried. Yeah, that's much more compelling than the other thing was. 3. So you still need a little bit more damage. There we go.
Measured and steady.
Okay, that, you know, that wasn't that much damage, I suppose.
Steady yourself.
Love it when they get to go at the end of the turn and then at the beginning of the next turn. So they just get all these turns in a row. Do I want to move the vessel around right now? Probably not. What could you do from there? Nothing really. Yeah, then I guess just get a death blow. I feel like that was basically guaranteed anyway.
A small foundation of trust.
Alright, there we go. I think our relationships are mostly in a pretty good place here. Got a fair number of mastery points. Oh, we pulled a wounding words. That's certainly interesting. I might
The loathing whispers.
give it to Boudica. Right, she's still at 34, even with that. Yeah, I think that makes sense to do. Who would have thought? It turns out that the secret is just not fighting optional bosses during the first biome. Alright, we have repairs and... Ugh, it's a little ugly. We don't have to repair the point of armor. We're going to be spending a lot of currency on just like maintenance here, I feel
Who
like.
would come here in summers of years gone to write, think.
Hemophiliac is fine, I guess. Unyielding is whatever. Sarmatique became anemic. A lot of blood problems going around here. Supplies. These are just random donations? Feels a little bit like the game's trying to tell me something that I'm not getting things accomplished properly. All right. Let's figure out relationship stuff here.
Conventional fare, but fairly priced.
I probably want to give people food at this point, but we can't give everybody food. Somebody could get a slime mold, I suppose. Yeah, where are we at relationship-wise? I have 4 whiskeys. So it's going to be pretty easy to push Boudica and Bonnie to friendly. Boudica and Junia are already friendly. And we don't have anybody that we really have to correct. And And then I don't think we're going to be able to get anybody else upgraded. I guess Junia and Bonnie is a maybe. All right, we didn't get any 2s, sadly. But that means that there's good reason for us to buy 1 more whiskey. Okay, there's the +2 after we no longer need it. I'm certainly not upset about it, though. And then maybe we buy 2 bread? We don't have... Oh, I had playing cards. Shoot, I should have... Well, I'm still going to use them. Overall worthwhile, but of course it did break a thing. Because why wouldn't it, right? Then let's go... Probably more laudanum. We're having a little bit of stress trouble already. I don't think we're going to stitching kit. I think Sarmenti and Bonnie will heal up naturally. They'll be fine. Yeah, Sarmenti needs the help the most. And let's install stuff in the stagecoach.
Must be maintained if it is to carry you where you must go.
So if I pull this off the coach, we will probably still have
a smoother ride. For a time at least.
We'll still gain that. Because I definitely want the collector's chandelier. And I kinda... Yeah.
Reconfigure. Meet each challenge on its own terms.
Alright, 5 mastery is awesome. I'm like overjoyed to have pulled this much. Yeah, that gets pretty okay. This does not improve all that much. Improved harvest is okay. We should probably upgrade Firefly. And also Smokescreen, which is very good. Let's get Iron Swan. And then, like, what else is really important? That's not so exciting. Inspiring Tune. It's mostly not in position to play anyway, right? Yeah, I'm not really sure what I want to do with these. I guess Judgment can get leveled. And then, like, Divine Grace, given how tight the requirements for using it are, you really want it to go off for the maximum amount possible when it does go off. Or... yeah, I think I like this the way it is. Okay, so... let's close this. Let me maybe fiddle with something here. I wasn't even really looking at these. But yeah, we probably don't get to use Inspiring Tunes, so maybe I want to have Razor's Wit equipped instead, just to give me the full ability to move back and forth.
The provinces and cantrevs of our land, crumbling and undone.
Avoid the watchtower. This time, we didn't have any goals that were particularly like... well, there's a swine one. We know there are lots of swine in the Sluice for sure, but also I want candles, and this doesn't seem all that hard to accomplish. So,
The farms and fields of
all
our
right,
kingdom
fingers crossed, y'all.
overrun with putrescence and rot.
Come on, relationships. All right. We got 2.
Aspiration unites the hopeful.
That's pretty good. We're gonna get a fair amount of de-stressing out of this, and Boudica needs it right now really badly, so I'm super happy about that.
While the heart still beats, desire will never die.
That's a little bit of a shame. We're probably not going to get a lot of value out of this one, but it's nice to see Junia staying true to her storyline. And I guess with that, we definitely need to call it for today. This went on a little longer than I intended. It is fun, though. It is an awfully fun game to play. When y'all come back next time, we're going to push forward into the Fetor here, and if we are given the opportunity to take on a lair, I think we're probably in a place to do so. I think we're probably ready for that. And whatever else this place is going to throw at us. You know what? I got no fear. I am buoyed up by the hope and love of the crew. When you come back next time, unmitigated success is what will happen. And we'll see you then.